Kasani mehu here. These are the areas of professionalism, the height of professionalism. Nti nipa no wonimdie no betima ye adwuma esi ehwe kwan no ye na adwuma saa na esi ye oman no na oman a bibia ye pese ye hwe e de fa political and you mood say political lenses there MY. Nti these are things President Agyapong will work and restore meritocracy, professionalism, and so I can't my 6-point plan. Me kasa me so me koye adwuma wo Ghana Highway Authority, me university. Civil engineer, unum say be yiro why adwuma na wa rise na be chief executive. Because of the engineering institution. So na places like VRA, ECG, GNPC, Ghana Gas, I think such technical institutions, state institutions, they will do with much less political tinkering.
Yeah.
Because we are ukofa obi besi wo so. One, na unima juma no. Ibikra enya ne background. Now the number because we're a political hack. It demotivates one more
under him. Yeah.
Yes, one more who have the institutional memory. So a boo or more bem. So who them chono. And Tisani many be we are president. You've got to exercise discretion. So now when you're overly political, and to me, President Mahama Baya or with the military, I was very disappointed.
To sack them.
Just say, Obia, what the deputy minister, what the minister, what the vice president. I'm a wabe to a mails, who yes, so. To the woody 6 months, we are now with their mails there. What be do first term? 4 years. Yes, someone another, to the only person under this republic, obedi more than 2 terms, because 6 months we hold my mails. Into experiences in our home. Mistakes are we are seeing in our home. The last 8 years, near my course, near my year ding. Until he has no excuse to fail. Until your first decision is to wipe out the top of the military. Over 20 senior officers. Until Bonnie Omoye and say no more senior officers during MPP time. And which is only MPP for. And to sign your many buha as politicians, SC stop. President Kufuor Wanyanisa. You better General Kafia. Omani Wie.
Namfuri was there.
Namfuri crowd on the no DB and Chinipa. Oma Namfuri Wie Ansana Ousu Poku Nansen we frim. Ebeye Ansana Ousun Sia.
Yeah, Brekum
Penny or Henny Ansana. I mean, you are penny Kwasia Champon. So the police institution was protected, the hierarchy. So now where there. What former Kuyi Brigadier be on Lieutenant General, Major General, BS Obia Kofi, because according to your statutes, no, Omunti Mincha, Omo Junior Prusing. That was a security threat. Tinansebi Okujina baby say what TB say cool bini anapse. Papa, wa ko hunu nsuye.
Asa ko jana fo.
Akujina fo ka say wan hunu nsuye. So, near nonko, one of the bastions of our democracy, the judiciary.
Yeah.
This assault on the judiciary, say, who opposition? Wow, say President Akufo-Addo, I pack Supreme Court no with the favorites. I mean, for President Akufo-Addo, the NPD, na se vacancy by no affiliate.
Yeah.
Of course, I know Kwabena Agyapong as a person. Na me no nyadwini because me feel say court no. One more do do. A come 6-point plan. No.
Yeah.
Me feel say the court should not be more than 11 judges. A country of
Supreme Court judges.
Supreme Court. Okay. They shouldn't be more than 11 judges. Me nyakra yin remove 70 years in. Me you anemia boa. Nanse me kosra no. Ne ho den.
Yeah.
Teresa Wood Theodora Wood. Akufu no Christian who den Akufu ne who den enti aden no kotena fie ye behwe omo because they retire on their full salary.
Yeah.
The oba si na nan so e be sentua nka double jeopardy for the economy no say yiniska uniska so mo ye niema ehiesika. So tell me them be president kakra so I want to bring it down to 11.
Okay. And let them stay longer.
Because lawyers there, I say wine.
Yeah.
The longer they stay, when engineering, human, concrete, judgments are advanced. Where the 85 cry and say, or healthier obetimi aye na adwuma
yeah
until we let them stay in till they become health wise unable to perform their functions. That is my desire. And so now replace the opportunities that arise for overzealous presidents are limited.
Yeah.
Because in 8 years bia nye nipa two bi ne bia se bi obi omho beka ombe free because abontin o ka say Akufo-Addo di nkrofo wo de obaya na vacancy mayo appointed 7 at a go bin si Ghana ada 7 Supreme Court judges. Say so mbru 20. How? So enti de o kano any de uye there should not be a big difference. And so a Ghana for any. So some of these things are near me highlighted the Chile Ghana for, and then of course my own favorite sports and arts and entertainment. Because we feel say arts and entertainment, one of the biggest avenues a bit may generate employment.
Yeah.
See chance funia, they almost friend of props no. Nipa ye hu adwuma, almost dozen. Yeah. And bit mama nkola into film and television and directing and producing ni nyina a job opportunity.
Yeah.
And I as president will be deliberate about it. And also to make sure say ye artists no they should own their genius. Say the nyankopon aboa Emma because of streaming no
platform no
omutimi nyeskaka but we should work harder for them to become even richer.
Yeah.
Because it builds our economy and adds to GDP no. And I want to protect them and enhance them. And
even enhance our culture. Protect our culture.
Add tourism. Because Ghana, we have a 540-kilometer coastline from Paslao to Hafasini, Jewiwaf. It is dotted with a lot of historical forts and castles. Ayeja na prokeke. I bet me I build a story around it.
Yeah.
So them children. Now no bet me generate jobs because hospitality there. Say usi hotel one more no aduane ho. One more barman ho.
Yeah.
One more chamber message empower ho. One more technicians and maintaining facilities so ho. Just it takes up a lot the hospitality industry. And that's because Kwame owns abef for name and no see factory. Intimi funny party say first because bibia ye automated.
Yeah.
Bibia ye automated. Enti eno na say ye dweneni hu which sectors of the economy a bit me take on ye population I explode this say. Enkola ne doso. And ya build investors and ye digu mintiase. The decision to transform the technical polytechnics into universities mintiase. So because polytechnics not build the practical people.
Yeah. You're full-fledged university. They tend to also do humanities,
which is not what we need. And Tinipani to say and purchasing and a human resource and Tinazaminia Bako KST. You never am na KST. We are professor of social studies and I'm saying how they say then I could be or they be a friend and all. I'm saying how they say because technical university is technical university.
Yeah.
Uko Germany, that's how they build their industry and get people to manage and run the industry and maintain equipment. Those are the things we need. We've taken a lot of decisions in the past. Aha, oh my. Na ninyina here see being public spirited individuals. Ombedi omayanim. Omo yenkrofo mbepe omo ebeka no kra akire omo. Kwame ade ha Ghana sese ni yodium. Unya positioner. Na womu me from enablers. Na ye pian. Hey,
the last time you saw sycophancy has become
an enterprise. Sycophancy has become an enterprise. Ne boji uso nti uba osin ohene. Ye kase bravetina na manfo di chini ani ade me ye president a wo me ma minister meka jose mo bi ani ochi. One we ne oba mienu na opie bi betra ho ne veto.
Yeah.
Wo hwe US Senate ne vetting crofo unhu se wo mkrumfo di akire. It creates a certain impression say abemu okodidi.
Aye.
That chopping mentality no esi ye free.
Yeah.
Intimesre the party for abana ebetui eya bakese. It is for the battle for the soul of our party, because party no ye chichire no me ti se me nua keto amankweme no me tie ka
yeah so ba mo first meeting young executive
forum tu wache mrante me de nam sakra that time na fi me di 29 1991 92 young engineer misika ese enso so ye kushia busumi bi obi aye contribution ne akeka bom ne de akoma agini mboaten.
Was it because that time na pepper say MPP was an alternative a bit ma hye Ghana ye and I say it's just the dislike of NDC.
Debbie. Certain PNDC one, the dislike for military dictatorship.
Okay.
Because apart from saying we had suffered personal trauma, which I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
But Ghana Funina, in a matter of 2 years, over 535 people dead or missing. Up to now, I account for it. Achentin and then Kolano Sa. Kolano ne Dawson.
Yeah.
So over 60,
resonate.
That's right. 60% of the voting population only under 40.
Yeah.
Sa time yen namsa amani hunim wo Ghana hanyina omo enhu bi. Obi o di 50 class that I know di 10 years.
Yeah.
And teachers below 54 nyina omo nim di akoso. Enti binya akwanya se ya na se me tin hu kakra. I'm not being imprisoned by the past. There binya sa nanso so yesi wonim ba bia wo free ba. Wan hwe ya wanim kono. Obayira kwan. Enti me de party ye chichire no tu ho ache anidie kasapa enkabom eno na ma party no be ye hwama kwament obi aka say MPP for the wo ya crash for party wo ne petai bo na ye kotu they be kra de esre enti because na ye kasa hote na anidie wo ho na enkabom wo ho na ebuo wo ho na ye dwene party no ho dwen say yen individuals no na mentia said ye koso my campaign from Aduboah in time. Me am participated 2007. I was the youngest of the 17 aspirants. 2023 na meka ho. Now the akoso ekrade e no so nipa 5 pe. Obeka say, ai nti MPP na me woman ni ana. Se penimu ye MPP ni. Kujina platform so na wa horo unua MPP ni aye to abaye enum. Den abako na be weni. Ye nyanto aba obi anim de obeweni.
Yeah.
Manfo betima ye didi city ompe. Nipa woda anajo kwame. Na wani kata. Ebesi se obobo brima sorry no. Die si wuni madam.
Dabi.
Let's say ye control ye ho.
Yeah.
Nyame ne boy. Ese ye gi nyame so di. So, enti se edanu bedru na obefhwe ballot paper. Se nipa ne betima se ho de ama Kwabena Agyapong. Se be fa ba bi o. Obi anim de ebesi. Enti ani die na ese ye de man ho. Na ye koto abane wia. DC 92, DC 98 no yetimi aye ni bisa. Because 92 year mrante young executive forum aneke. Dodo no na support safodu. E free say 1979 ye mu cheye UNC jinafa, PFP jinafa, UNC Pauli Obeda Samoa, Alaji Drusu Mahama, any a friend say Papa kra na mre arampon sanom nyina no mo UNC ene adubuan mu nyina no mo UNC agama enso ba PF Mr. Kufo Victor Osuni leader Safo Edu sel binom ne ade enti yen kola no de we UNC fo no kotare lima eche otimi BTV to ya nenso edu 92 no yesi debi yensu e bibi free sa empapa mu na mali ma bedi president obi amra. Enti ye de na ke pese PF ni wini nanso so emre bia ni city politics no etimi pie saa time Rollins bichinchimi ensa krum ha ye hununti penimo otimi bone mu kasa ya Ghana shiki breaking the culture of silence delivered that famous speech the Ghanaian Sphinx Professor Dubois enti onona party photo abamano yewie ade asafo du ye otamye nyina command trinkwa. Yes, mranti midomu jawo. So, and not saying kabum. Ye to abawi o lego man te da say we yourself nipa, we kodu nipa, we adisi nipa. Ye ni anya na sa. Ye to we de be yi no, ni nyina de akoma pa, enua do, ya ho de ne de atanechi.
Now this a bit messy.
And no America no kasa ni bi across the red line.
Yeah.
Kasa ni bi across the red line. Enti wo munya propaganda na ebinumo ye and e sin crofort fitem and wait yes emfa wemra ye na ye party no e wo ne fapim.
Yeah.
Ti party no be yi nipa ye wia adwuma e da party no say ye nyina be kwakoton nipa no me ntimi ntran ka say yes emfa de Ghana for we de hu de Ghana for pe we de no why ye chese Ghana for we asimesi no pa no bentim no pe. We are a political party. There's something called leadership. Party no the aim nipa no betu ensem. Ye ko kan sem wi no mato na yi baako. Na ya ko convince Ghana for say the edin bani na ho odin ni say ni senti monto abama no.
Yeah.
Na propaganda bi e dia tum say that asimasi no obentin bi de now streets no. What are the streets? And then there's no leadership.
Yeah.
Na sane pedia ne nkofa me madam for chatawale ono be gina bonto nipa nyina be puaba ono e popular anase stone boy anase sakode anase mboa kwame
se galuba tasia me hero daddy lumba ankwani mo so tiasia se na onde ka ono be di president and so ono bo nyuma akufuado enti bibia politics and running a government is not like business. Running a government is not like business, personal business. Running a government, you need a lot of things. What's the difference here?
The difference here is first and foremost, unhia subai, unhia nyansa, unhia abotre, unhia enidi.
But how are people?
You need all that to be able to run the government. After all, Dr. Kwabena Agyapong started the industrial base of this country, so no new businessman.
Although no,
and I know only business me. And I know any business. And Tienya is a casano. Sasanity there. Say Sika any business. Kadango any president. Nigeria. Bill Gates any president. America. Yes. And I say Elon Musk. Kasatso South Africa.
Yeah.
Yes, I did here. Na me no me campaign me pese me bo obedient na say. But never be ya bufu kakra. Nipa ni bi kasa no ya ebufu kakra. Kasa te said ye ne your party ni me ho.
Yeah.
So ho dem chiro no. Na kasa ni bi ho a emfata eni die dim emfa ebusu so emma. So because we are said Kwame Nyankopon e free bi destiny.
Yeah.
So niema PC wo wiase. Enti edru se abato se de obetimi aye na waka. Timi de menam me two party for no for especially say abano aye to 2024 no yeah party for can say be kire President Akufo-Addo onya 6.7 million plus.
Yeah.
President Mahama nya 6.2 2020. Come 2024 President Mahama less than 200 no de be Kennedy. CSU nya 200 ka 6.7 no KHM 700.
Yeah.
A Tiba FM 4.6 over 2 million difference.
At a time where the voter register
had gone up. The tier ya say 2 million unreflective of President Mahama. She say nkrofo no mbu afu no mutifi. No maka se machire. Ti ese ye di aso etie ete won ase. Ni say nti no MPP ni betima ka say me nto aba mpese ma me party ba opposition. Na she say name because wa anye no de.
Yeah.
Enti se niema ya koso na anya ne de because bi amamu no niema bi ye nyina nim se wiase nyina abaye den COVID war ya koso Europe ni niema pi banking crisis happen in Ghana economic no the way we managed it I criticized it.
Yeah.
Because me ka said na banks no say a mom liquidity of about 8-9 billion they can survive and then and turn things around.
Yeah.
So that there will be no loss of jobs near there. So, a baby I say, na fe yenko hwa, you say I spend 25 billion. Na ye there good banks na nkrofo asan akotrefi. I didn't think economically it was the best decision. Until I was one of the few people in June 2022 publicly me catch Mampeni say Mampeni Akufo-Addo me de fam say wakola na me. We our campaign 1998 me na me di with him. I was your first campaign manager. As someone American is from the bottom of my heart. Omu manage economy no my. That was June 2022. That time I still could do 7. I mean, say economic management. It will be any quantifiable. Your friend business confidence.
Yeah.
Say and we are shattered, but we are who till you remove those who are managing the economy.
Yeah.
6 months later, and sana a parliamentarians to the mechanic no I'm so say 88 to 70 bibisa enkusi. So me can say my atias say baby a one. Any heat be a competition no ma me share dantiase. Any anon be a atra baby timi kasakra meko kan se bi wa ho California de. That is not how policies should be conducted. So and to say, a bit me atra and I say a peace party. I had reason to say on a station, say it may be too little, too late.
Okay.
But it's better late than never. So, because for over 6 months, and Yama Koso, party form penny for my behind. You say, Tina, Professor Philip, what you can say more emphatic more came. So, them because the Yama Nakoso, not saying there. Penny no kai. So until there should be equity.
Yeah.
So there should be equity. I buy the bobano and no one else the botechi.
Yeah.
Until if you are selective in the delivery of justice and the enforcement of discipline, Emma and Crawford and take you serious.
But do you take time to look through peace pact?
Of course. Now say me cry the what first and foremost. Peace pact and yet a Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
In fact, in the folder now the brain, ukoto forms na
okay.
They've given you 5-6 a year. Say will sign,
okay,
endorse and get a witness.
Okay.
And we are presenting for filing. Why endorse we?
Okay.
In fact, 2023 we did the same thing, but I know who did it.
Okay.
NTM se penny ba ku free mu ko independent no mfu se nkaye hu de magana fo nyina hu se wo do wonsa hye krata ase a e bia ka onya ho kukudro se maybe my sign bibi but I'm ignoring my own signature. That would have brought public credibility. So say okay, committee no decide say you know say assign that there nanso ye pese e public e di nya witnesses. So time I'm say my campaign manager and my director of operations spend a sign. Person party penning for former presidency me no nyina account. That is the only difference. And almost this soft copy brain days before.
Okay.
So I will my phone so I'm say major okay the data Yamo secretary of the committee they buy. And medium fused the course, it was just a PR gimmick. Nature and Crow. Then I said, Namunia Munina, Modimu Commerce, Cusinizo, Yakohoma, chair for Tokasi and Cow. And the trick no you see a Juma. The whole country's lenses were trained on him.
But it didn't end there. What's that to say? He's on platform to say, even those are more tough to say.
Metise, or can I say, name one.
Yeah.
Now, I think we have to call the bluff of Kennedy Agyapong. We studio, I mean, no one can be that.
Yeah.
Now, me and I say to say, young him. Young him, near sign a IMF, tea near sign our debt round. Sarcasana and Fatan, Unyai, a idea why no beer and canopy. There be no cost here. I tried to correct him because I'm a custodian of the history of our party.
Yeah.
Men traum will be me good party in here. I said my account say no cre. And so okay. I dare no complain about. Clause nature say ye to abana so accept it. Is there? Oh cousin say one person sign because it be an SCU. And chairman no kase. Entina yayen said during the presidential process. One, say me agent will be a print ballot.
Yeah.
Enti, also agent, so we also appointed 2 agents for every polling station. Or more. Enti na saying be a saying but say or say 114 or 104 and 14. None the agent or where is the document to prove what he said? Where is the document to prove what he said? Enti oyobia ope explosive talk no be enka no hwe sa na obegina television so twa tro to me Kwabena Agyapong so say me makokum Adams or Tamale and I'm refi
Yeah.
Wamesu enyi glasses are mofo. Asema onim se enye no kre. Has he apologized to me? Where was the evidence of what he was saying? Catch and say national security protection when it was never true. I've never asked for protection from national security, but it was all part of a calculated attempt. Say on say midin. And penifon so no motion echi no oman kanti no. Okoso yesa say mini pola focus sa. Ne nyankopon yesi utwa a friend is saying karma, law of karma.
Yeah. So two bobo there, it bounce back to you.
And then the one in the econo, so no coffee and fish in your buy. And I'm a boy. We are saying utu edubonia e bikawano. Utu eduboni e bikawano.
On the corner.
Oh yes. Huh?
Now, I like the way you coin it, President Agyapong. I like that phrase.
That's right.
President Agyapong.
That's right.
It makes it so simple. I hear me tate. Me te omomba studio bia me no wudi koro me te. Say Honorable Kwabena Agyapong, Engineer Kwabena Agyapong is a fine man. He can lead the country. But Omusu say delegates no entomano. Metate, but this one miracle say. If you know, say he is competent enough, he can do the job.
One can be crank also Niska.
So, Minta say
first and foremost, Kwame, they say Obia recognized universal. In fact, university lecturers be ABB, University of Ghana Business School.
Yeah.
Say I'm both good for the country and good for the party. Nipa 5 no me pen them 2 no. Me pe na minya tu no.
No about 2 no ha no. O CPPD o. No say o pass am no. Onya MPPD o CPPD.
Na nra regional organizer beef CPP. Look at them nim. O frame me true color na hu ye. No also o bompa ma me. Say Ghana here obi se me. Na me nam se o me da wase. Party for no nim. Say ye po bi a all the institutional memory of this party. Wa bre party nim. What ni suni ne bang aban mu makobi mu de o. I was press secretary to the president, the rank of a cabinet minister.
Yeah.
What is me dem sako ka ban sigada. And I say makoto to aban sase. And na makosisi de ne makese. There be me papa on peno wasem methodist ni yetete no. He has no time for materialism. Ewi asisika de ye, but he has no time for materialism. No de tete me. Enti say aka me ahye mfie duni.
Yeah.
And so me buy na aka nyankopon ahwe me a me de sa branti me nyi kakra o. Nanso so. Me nyi pa me ka o me nyi pa me nyi pa. Me nyi kakra. Mo jamuno ne de o.
No.
So enti me no de yana me party for no. Me sre wo. Wo mu enye de bebma party na gina. The Oman Ghana Bejina, Ubi Odino Cre, Ubi a Owatima. So, campaign a binum the eyes a show. We was cat, and I'm here say, and I'm here say. Until I'm cutting me, but time and Bessa can be as one munina. So, mobile party me home. Your course, you and it, nipa bako out of the force no. Busa say, Omo ye memo, my catches, you want no support. Menam them dear Kufuado campaigning. They were not there. 2000 years na munyina maba, but if we are say the makase we are say no nyankopon enim. We obi say Dr. Baumia about 2008. Obi ani ne sunsuma nyankopon de bono.
Yeah.
Kwa afaso through President Akufo-Addo, obey running mate 2 terms, vice president 2 terms. Enye sa omo ani breno. Ensam numi enye adekro.
Yeah.
Nyame na sise. So with them no enti obeto baba vice president na oba meeting I chance me Kwabena Agyapong ye nyina yes sorry because ye bu nya ono as a person no
but
the
portfolio
the portfolio and the office and the party so with them no enti me dem hu omo enne omanya bibi kakra nya se bibi no so bia omo ye bibi esronko party politics they my friend political patronage because
proximity to power.
President, honor, or the prerogative to me say or appointed minister on kase munye exams na una di first debi enti ye minister na unya akwanya ebi a utimi ma contracts to my say ni ade na uboa nkrofo na ye campaign e de omuso abeboa. So the basket of resources available to my colleagues no eso because me 8 years no me am man to baby ya na makase maboa kwabrane anase obi. So enti I'm running a very tight rope shoestring budget ti wo ko gina baby na ko biwa no say nipa esimesi ne obende de omo nka ho emfa say wo kura no ummu yen nti say ummu ade sa kasa no enya kasa efata. It should never come out of the mouth of an aspirant but e biaba yanka ho hwe. So nti me kasa we nyina say omo eye dede ono nam ekekemu say na aban na hwe ne Kennedy Agyapong na the chairperson of Ghana Shippers Council. I think let's call a spade a spade. Nan onuamu ye chair of Ghana Gas. And everybody is aware amount of contracts in the 8 years of Akufo-Addo. Ninsakai. Some to the family people. But this is the same person. He says so obeda Akufo-Addo asino. Onam no dina bayatem. Trying to get the base of the party against the government. Also, you are the biggest beneficiary. Intimate ansem na trobia. Na say ye mano a firm riposte. So ye meeting and penning for friend. Me shada catch President Akufo-Addo. Also a free and fair election or catch a youth. And I'm sure, sir, Mr. President, the pass wakasa. Name your two chain. Woman business, woman position. Number 2, the minister, agriculture and national security. Number 3, the vice president. Number 4, the minister of education cabinet. Me number 5, 0. Into where is the fairness? Into a static campaign. Are we on the same level? So on them show no. Into we ask no. As you didn't, me they make catch the party for no. Say a bufua a ma yeah party for 2 million Antwaba. How do you bring them back? That's the thing. To hear obi to say Kwabena Agyapong. Me na me nka ho. To makas and ye ya de bia ye fair mu niema bia ye hwe ye nya no. Ono de oba ono kra betima obrodi because will give him the benefit of the doubt. So ono de no nka ho ntino. Nti sa abufuo na wo Ghana fo mu ene party fo ebe kofom. I am the most viable alternative. I met me a cock, your party for a TV is a mumra. Na mesusu ya kami ya se mfie du te semo. Enti muhumi as a symbol. The bra mo breno empabwana shemo mo se mo na mo hihim me na me hye ne kese. Enti musumame a your welfare will be at the bottom of my heart. Me remfi mu da because bra mo breno so mfie du me so ya tweme abo so o party mo. That is the big advantage that I have. So on them show menye say be struggle for. Nanso obi organ ha bia Kwame. When I was press secretary, I worked without blemish. Yeah. So on them show enti mudi me kwa me honsem a ensheda no so. Enti I have that advantage. Ti me two party for no for me. So say dodo no etie. Abaye betu Saturday no. Baby edru no edding. 1 party ni fapem ene enkabom. Yeah. Me de me kan kabom a kwa me nyama no na me di kan. De adubu aheye free se man support no. Me support safodu enso ye de enkabom. De akofo ye because in 1990 obi am se me di akofo ado achi enso kofo twe me de me be share ne ho te se ne ba press secretary to the president. Sa enkabom no 2024 me kan nipa 10 no me betra studio ha ye koto ye amanya bie no nkrofo ye dede wesi mi jai wesi showdown wesi me ka say hey party de nya sa na no ye to abawia na ye wie se dodo no se baomia no mpa me Kwabena Agyapong me de ma ho den mi nyansa bibia beta na chi obi a meka ho. And you did it. I did it. I was the first aspirant to come out openly to give him my backing. Yeah. Not because of him as a person, because the party is a democratic party. Yeah. yen de to aba na dodo no ka de dodo no ko no e se obi a also do party no uyi wakuma nya biara nya biara na di bedi akira na say chance obi ma usika nsa ma bedi akira da bi. I went in without conditions but me atias me musa no conditions me na kan me na call no. He didn't even need to call me. I just took a decision and said, hey, the way I name no ya and man sorry anyina. We see wo jai we see say basa beba. Ni rally party no together. And the way me di nachi echitapa no. Se party force mama na ono so betima be di machi echitapa. Because they say there. See pe enkabom pa there. Unim say ensemo akoso nsemo binum aka no. Ye to abani wi a to get them to stand on the platform. No more Ghana for best. And
I think so.
So for the party to be united, Mina is a glue, starch,
and magnet.
A magnet. Mina meet my obia bomb because Mina me can obia once and bonnet.
Yeah.
And no crane America. Now say me home videos be my stress. Not just a mechanical. But I can't put video. You say I didn't know. Miss any Kwabena Agyapong. Just a be and say my Kennedy card sometime. I may correct and say and tisa. Me attacking no me no creno. I say me can. No bo uko Kennedy comes so. Obi busa me Kumasi say ya nto aba maba omi a na chese ye mpesiri mfo asem na ya use na dompo na say ba omi ade MPP en na di ye pa. Eda obae no. Sebi.
Na one na agent secretary.
Na me agent secretary but na mo council ho.
Okay.
Oh hinto na agent secretary. Oh issue card man say you waive 5-year rule no man. To the first day or enter and call number 2. Okay. The very first day he became a member, he became the number 2 in the party. The party didn't we did running mates 2. Or somebody vice 2 Nasenka. We ended career as vice president cry. And that's what that party na say. As a man make and also we ma fast me say on your party. Me mother clear unity. Ni na chance Kwabena Agyapong.
Okay, no cray. But party for pa there. Say onsusu a de buy ema ye buy mu.
That's right.
Ama chese ne o constituency bia. Na ka chama me no bi ho amonka. But ne obi a on the voting rights.
That's right.
I believe that those sancrophone yan as opportunity to ababa o. You know say wa.
Come on na me cry na ka me pese e ba mu mo. So, ka former polling station for, former electoral area for, bidum si empene. Kwabena we say u ba mu dudu. Nti em ye de wa kan ye be pene up to constituency level. Me say me call I was it Domi Kwabena na say ya waso. Ye refi ho no. Na chairman da bi ba. Na me ni chairman we ni nu no. Hey, kojo me hu best 8 years new. Former chairman. Omu mani. Because party no ade ye ya wo mu ne say wasum ekuo no unya firi wakonya so a
obi
yemfrɛ nti uko sunwa opani a ogina party mu paama in the early 90s we di regional chairman na Bluff kase bom wa be di multiple time MP wa be di minister of roads, minister of local government Kojo Ajeda ene bro ye bibia okoa na ebinum pese tata no na sana esise go SK Buafo almost 30 party o land Obedi minister Kumasi as a governor. Aye MP multiple times to be chieftaincy. Ye bibi akaze onka ho. Sane no. Dr. Anane. Party ye pobia oka wo mo ehye from the beginning na. Oka ho. Anane the time ye take kra no. Satan ye mu binya very political. Mo de no mo ye Asante Students Union sane me nyina. So, into meetings of course so first, Kumasi ha, na ne ka ho. Only Victors, we never done for Victors, no only the first general secretary of the Buzia Dankwa Club. Party where Yabako said, Obi say Victors say, one on an penny for the Kumasi at a crazy man, a movie diaconus, so Kumasi Babo, a Kufuado nomine, President Kofomo, Aman, yes, the Oma Statini and Sana. So, team. Media kakra me kan say party no masom party no kwan paso me so ma me adwuma me ye obi anim say me ye press secretary me ye adwuma na nsen ya me koye executive director Ghana Institution of Engineering
what's this how
the West Africa come ho be the West executive director of West African Federation Engineering Organizations say America say We are seeing World Federation of Engineering Organizations, Committee for Engineering and the Environment. Me count. Politics in Tina, Chemical China meeting or Mentimianco, because now me campaign. So, intermediate woman me Juma me I'm an achiever, but I'm a disciplined person. I enforce law, order, make sure that the right things are done. Intermediate 2 million woman sem newo. More money say we am here. Sika nipa na ma say 200, 300, 400, 500, or 1,000 cry. And say some shebre. So them show. Or the man send the their show. Now they show butu. Nemum uko drew her. Usi ashisha di enu sumi na mdasi ho. Asi also na de buy. Say sum na ba party.
History repeats itself.
Just kufu akoda otete no castle. Ni nyansa ne na botre ne na nidie ne kasapa ne nkaye nyina ode kire me no mesusu na ekohihie me na mdase hoyi.
Okay,
nti wo hwe wonsam a ekoto about 31st ya Saturday ya o shall so high five na the team asio high five na the team asio ti kwame me sre party for no se wo mfa akomapa enuado na yemfanya ade no munyai wo mu na Ghana for CC Ghana for CC ni ade ye party to be decided they pay
they want
we are ni akọ Ghana for e de akoto manim ni akosere wo me bom pa ye se nsemo ame no mu kan ento makoma so no mu nto aba no mame because me dem me party na bofra ya tete me party me do party no niema course nyina wonim kwame hwe ma boss ma na matiko anhwe party da ma miema no ankakasa bia emfata anchire party da because I respect the party and I love the party intensely. Sebi mitifie 10 years ya say your power you cry na me pe at least mitimi hwe TV and this buy me TV na me nie me yakakra so intermediate party no ena medom misre wo mo woman tuaba no boom Emma Kwabena Agyapong number 5 na yempeja party nisio na Ghana fo be hu say we are bringing a new lease of life, a new dawn, a new dimension, a new direction, and a new face on the ballot in 2028.
Engineer Bedasi,
that's it.
First Lady, I'll meet you at the Plaster House.
Right. Congratulations to PhD.
Thank you. We're taking a short break.